Hey guys, we're here with some of our friends that are part of the amazing team at Well Crafted, Nica and Doug Bellinger, and we're having a great time. Looking forward to you spending time with us, getting to know them.
That's me, and I'm Tom, and welcome to Low Expectations.
All right, well, here we are.
Welcome.
Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are at Well Crafted with our lovely hosts, Nica and Doug.
Hey guys.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, you know, this is one of our favorite spots, so we're really happy to be here.
Every time I come, I love it more and more. It's just like, it's such a comfortable space. You just want to be here all the time, grab a sandwich, drink too many beers.
Always eat.
Sleep on the couch. That's why we have the couch. You don't have to leave, and you start it over tomorrow.
I would. There are
Great
days
idea.
when I would.
Great idea.
No,
We lock it up
thank you
nice
so
for
much.
you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're excited to be here. Thanks for having us back. We got a lot to talk about tonight, and I'm super excited, right?
Yeah,
Yes, we
it'll
do.
be fun.
Yeah. Let's start with what are you drinking tonight? Because the menu has not completely changed, but about 75% different from the last time I was in here.
Well, that's the goal. Right? Well, not 75%. Like, we want it to be consistent in some places, but we want to make sure that you guys have variety as you come through. So we got a whole selection of cans up here that we're going to go through over here. But yeah, we've got a bunch of other stuff on draft too. Like, if anybody wants to try anything, like the Saison Caroline, like the Naked Goes is up there, which is like one that we put out. It's a smaller batch that we have. Solon's amazing, but today we're gonna run through these just because we can pour them and then hang out and talk. So
Sounds
It's awesome that
amazing.
it's new but familiar at the same time. Like there's names that I recognize, but then there's 8 more that I would like to try too.
Yeah, we like to have a lot of
Yeah,
variety.
start your
We
pour
have
off here.
Our flagship styles like our Hot Monger IPA, our Blonde Americano, Blonde Stout. You know, people want to come back and always have their favorite music.
It's always been talking about for the past 2 weeks. I get to have the Blonde Americano again.
Yeah,
But
it's
a new adjunct, so it's the mocha blonde
it's a twist,
Americano.
right?
Yep.
you got to throw in a little like twist every now.
So it's your favorite with a little bit something different.
Wait, is this what you're drinking?
It is.
All right.
So
Double up. You want more of that?
What I want to do is I want to show these guys. What's the beer again?
That's
The
a Volt
Volt
Vienna.
Vienna. It's a
It's our
Vienna
lager.
style lager made with Vienna malt. Simple, easy drinking. That one is quickly becoming a big seller. of
crowd
ours.
favorite, yeah.
It could become on our staple list fairly soon. People are really liking it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers! It's so nice to be back.
Yeah, this was a fun, I think this came out over the summer, and the brewers were really excited to get, another lager on and, be able to have it, so.
This sounds like, looks like, and tastes like the brewer's post-shift beer.
Yeah, and this is the thing, you
Yeah.
can drink this all day long.
Yeah, right.
It's amazing, especially in, the wintertime when you're hanging out having a fire, fall time, so we've been really happy with it, and, we have a lot of people outside of here that are starting to pick it up and put it on draft.
And it
so.
still has a lot of great flavor, a little bit of bubble on there.
It's beautiful. That's what I was looking at. The carbonation is fantastic. Have you found a lot of lager love lately? Has
We
it been
have.
increasing?
Yeah, we pilsners and lagers obviously are getting a lot of attention lately, and
Even our Kolsch beer too. Our Kolsch is very light, similar style. That's been getting
We
a
just
lot of
did
love.
a-
really since we opened. That's become one of our staple beers too. The Mother of Pearl. People really enjoy that.
are you guys getting into the cold IPAs, the lagers,
I
that
haven't had
style?
a single one yet.
We had one called Uncle Ebenezer, and it went fast, and it was delicious. Again,
It was fun to experiment with
Yeah.
that style, and it's kind of trendy right now. Check it
gets a
out.
little best of both worlds. So yeah, it was a lot. It was a cool beer to do, but
Yeah, I read an article about it just the other day, but I've never had a chance to taste it.
I think you'll see a lot more start to hit soon.
I think,
so.
I don't know, do you think that these lines are going to start to blur a little bit between styles?
You know
Absolutely.
what?
I mean, we've already been kind of experimenting that with a Saison IPA, or where we use one kind of yeast and hop it a different way. The cold IPA was a great example where we added a lot of the IPA hops to it, but fermented it at cold and slow kind of style. So I think that we've been experimenting with it for a while, but I see that trend happening. Where
Yeah,
things
I
are
love our
starting to
Saison
blur.
IPAs. But yeah, I think I think that the consumer is getting interested in like trying new stuff. Like the pilsners are pilsners, right? Like, but the fact that people are going out and looking for really good pilsners, like, shows a new level of like what people are trying to drink. Same thing with the lager side of it, right?
I
Like,
do enjoy a nice hoppy pilsner, so
yes,
kind of like
you can get crazy with the style. It's, you know, it just takes a little longer to brew, but you know, it's good. So
As long as you got tank space.
right.
yeah, like that's the big piece of it all. Like is making sure you had the tank space. So
If only they had more tank space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
how's your tanks?
you.
How's your tanks? We are gonna have more tank space. It's coming soon.
I think we should jump right into that.
Might as well. That was a good segue.
It's a great segue because one of the many reasons why we came back tonight. But there's news, kids. There is news. What's going on?
We are opening a tasting room in Ambler. So we've acquired the assets of Ambler Beer Company, and we're going to be opening up a new well-crafted location in Ambler. So super pumped. It's in Ambler Yards, which is it's like a business park on steroids. So it's like, it's got this giant yard, hence the Ambler Yards, where like you can do it, like they do Third Fridays there. They do movies in the park. You know, we'll get some music out there. We've got a tasting room for about 100 people, I think it is. We've got a 10-barrel system now, and to complement the 7-barrel system we have here, with 6 fermentation tanks, and we'll be able to expand that. So like, we won't have to go in the basement. This is a huge thing for us. So like,
The fact that we don't have to take
Yeah.
the train up the elevator.
No elevator.
you don't have to carry
Yeah.
kegs up and down the elevator. You don't have to take canning lines up and down the elevator. And we have a forklift on the property if we need it. So yeah, pretty awesome. Like, we've been trying to find out.
Cheers to
forklifts.
that.
that's
Cheers to that.
huge.
Congratulations.
No elevators.
I keep going. This is all fabulous news.
So yeah, so Ambler built a great, reputation for the area in terms of what they're doing. It's an amazing scene. We had a chance to meet some of the neighbors, some of the people that were coming a couple weeks ago as Ambler went through their last day. They were super awesome and had us come in to like meet and greet, and people just walk from the neighborhood. So it's just like Lansdale. It's a walkable town, and just both of them made the top 14 in the area for Philadelphia County, like both Lansdale and Ambler did. And we're just looking forward to it. We're bringing some music over there. We've been painting, so
We're excited.
Nika's been busy.
Yeah, I've been very busy. We're excited to join such a lively community. There is a lot going on. There's already amazing breweries there. We're excited to kind of join that awesome, thriving community, and we can't wait to make Ambler Yards like a really happening spot to come check out.
It sounds amazing.
Now, how many do you see down here? What number can you fit down here?
100 and yeah.
Okay, I was trying to compare the size, how many you could put down here compared to there. So it's pretty comparable.
Bigger in the tap
yeah.
room, it's smaller in the brewery. That's going to be more of a distribution,
Well,
hub.
But you got the outside space too,
We
right?
do, we do
Yes,
have,
yeah.
yeah. So there's 3 garage doors, and there's a space that's out in the area there. We'll do food trucks there, so we don't have a kitchen over there, but we'll kind of complement and go through all that stuff. So.
Which we're excited about. That's a whole new ballgame. We have
But-
really tried food trucks. We've always had a restaurant here, and it's going to be fun to see rotating food.
And it's almost like town's becoming a beer destination because
It is.
there's already Forest and Main and Tannery Run.
Run, yep.
So you guys will be the third brewery
Yep.
in
There's
there.
and there's Stone and Keys over there as well. So there's
Cellar.
winery. Yep.
And I think I just heard Harry's from Bluebell's moving over
It
there
did. It
too.
Oh,
moved
really?
into the.
That's
It's
awesome.
moving into the bank. So they're actually redoing that corner over there. I think our landlords are involved in that as well. So
That's
that
exciting.
Thriving.
Harry's like, God, you guys go there a lot.
Yeah, I
It's
have
amazing
been there,
there.
yeah.
Taking on everything.
Yes.
So
Yes.
nothing beats that place.
That's
so.
going to be awesome.
Yeah, it'll be really fun to see kind of the town come to life, and they do it like we do here in Lansdale. So I think it's a good compliment. That's what we've been looking for, is how do we pair our style with the town we're going to, and I think stars aligned on that one. So
And of course, nothing's changing here. Keeping the brewery, keeping the tap room.
Yeah,
keeping
that's
the
gonna be your next
entertainment,
question.
Keeping the food. A lot of people have been asking us, well, what's going to happen to Lansdale? Nothing is going to happen to
oh,
Lansdale.
but we're making it better.
Keep chugging along.
We're making
here.
it better though.
There'll
We're
be
doing
more
blue-
beer.
we're-
There'll be more beer.
More
Right
beer.
now we can brew beers
Keyword
like
chug. I
we
believe
got.
it.
I see
we
what
got
you
room-
did there.
room for more barrels back here, so we can play in that space. We have the ability to do large batch over there, smaller batch over here, and we can blend the two. We got blues nights now on Thursdays. We've got new sandwiches and stuff. So
Yeah, we want to grow our barrel program in the back here when we have a little bit more room. You know, we've had some barrel aged stuff, some fine barrel
good
aged.
barrel aged
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
So we're excited. That's fun.
and proud. It's awesome that we can actually these guys are running this place. Like, it's amazing. Like, the cook's doing everything. Like, so we can go and do this. And it takes a long time to get to that where you're
honestly,
guys, we're gonna be gone for a couple of weeks, so we go put this in, and they're like, cool, we got it. And
we wouldn't be able to do it
A
without the team that we have.
well-oiled machine.
yes, in a basement,
Right.
with music.
So, last episode, Tom, if you watched last episode,
I don't watch.
these guys told us about. I'm trying to think of the right word. I'm going to stick with incredible. The incredible lengths you went to turn this space into what it is now.
Yeah.
What's the process like at the new space?
So it's turnkey. No, it's that. This is a lot of the whole thing that we went through, right? Like we've been looking for a second production space or a place that we can kind of put it up for over a year and a half now. By the time you start to add up the time to prep the tasting room, by the time you start going to get the tanks on order, the supply chain of the tanks and stuff, we literally are so fortunate to be able to already walk in, have an operational brewing system, have an operational tap room. We don't have to pick out decorations for toilets or anything like that. So we're painting, we're putting in our new point of sale system. We've moved things around a little bit to get our secret sauce in there, make sure that people can sit at the bar, and we bought a PA system and just can go for it.
So it's fair to describe it as it's a less rigorous process.
It's a lot less rigorous, but
So plug and play.
we still had owners on ladders all weekend long, and the staff from Ambler jumped right in and also was helping out in order to get it all done.
Awesome.
So-
Was that
We'll crack this next Jaeger.
Oh,
we'll talk
please
about it in a
do.
Are you
minute.
thirsty?
I was gonna say no.
Yeah,
my watch just buzzed and said drink water.
Oh.
So
By
forget
water.
the water. It's
Oh, yeah. I was
you
gonna
were
say,
mostly
I'm
water.
looking at your cup over here empty, and I'm like, hey, get this guy a beer. So.
Oh, you don't have your Reinheitsgebot setting on your watch. Hops, yeast, water. That's it, right? No.
Mine's a Chinese watch. It's not gonna say that at all.
Okay.
This is the first day that I've used this watch. 1TH.
Got it.
So yeah, it's gonna be awesome and easy to kind of kick off. So. All right.
What are we drinking next?
We're drinking our Hagar, which is a hazy IPA with Citra, Sabro, and Idaho 7. So we've added into our new cans. You can get all the information right in the back. So guys like me, who don't brew it all day long, can be like, oh, look at that.
Wait a second. It's got Citrus, Sabro, and Idaho 7 hops. 2 row and oats.
Yep,
is
you
the
know
malt
exactly.
bill.
Definitely, I can smell oat in there.
Yeah, it's very oaty.
Yeah, you can.
We called this Hagar because we started out with the Norwegian Kvike yeast when we first started brewing Hagar. And
I love the little cartoon on the back.
yeah.
And Nica hand sketched that guy.
Is that
to
a,
the Vikings?
Hagar the Horrible back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
An ode. It's not
I'm gonna
exact.
get sued, boy.
An ode. An ode.
See, he's
An
drinking beer
homage.
out of the-
Inspired.
But yeah, this is a fun beer.
Well, the
We'll make
nose
this
on this is amazing.
Yeah.
Did you have this yet?
I have not had it yet.
I just tasted it. It's fantastic.
I can't wait.
And I'm not a fan of Idaho 7 too
I
much.
know you don't
but
like
it is
Idaho 7.
It's
yes.
not there. It's
I
not.
It's not super heavy on
Nope.
that.
I don't feel like I bit a raw potato.
It's laying down the beat. It's not out front ripping. It's just laying down the beat. Yeah, that's nice.
fantastic.
It's nice.
So yeah,
One thing we're really proud of Rick for doing is he's always true to style. And he's always, got a lot of flavor in there. You get the nose, you get the bubble, you get the color.
That's great.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Really, really balanced beer.
There's a sweetness on the back end.
Yep.
There's kind of a spike right before it finishes that I've never tasted before. I'm not sure where it's coming from. I can't. That's what I was trying to think where that came from, but I like it a lot.
That's a little balance there. That hop spike
That
right
little
before
spike
it gets
right
sweet.
before the finish. Yeah,
It's a really
blend,
nice
yeah.
drink. Yeah.
man, I'm always super like. I look at like, well, I've had IPAs, so I'm just gonna stick with what I love. I love the Americano, but then when I try them, it's always something totally different and fantastic.
I mean, there's such a breadth of IPAs. There's something different with each one.
They're so, man.
This will be a
can't just
fun.
say that you don't like it.
Have you had no disintegrations before?
Nope.
I have not had.
All right,
no
well, we're saving that.
disintegration.
It's our black IPA, but like
I saw that on the menu and I had questions.
So many
Yes.
people say that black IPAs don't sell, but this has a touch of rye in there. It's, again, very well balanced beer. It's a perfect blend of like a dark stout and an IPA. I really love that. It's a staff favorite here.
it's one of our
sells
favorite.
really
Like
well.
Rick and I, so before we started all this, we homebrewed for a long time, and we used to get Wookie Jack all the time. It was our favorite. So we used to always try to make black IPAs, and when we got kind of up and running, we're like, we need to get a black IPA out. So the timing was perfect with. We put it out around May the 4th. We always put out our Star Wars beer. So one year was making love in Alderaan places, and then the other one was
Finding love and all.
I thought it was.
Was it looking for love?
Looking for
Looking
love.
for
and
Love, yeah.
all
I was gonna say I
around
really
places.
like making love in all the wrong places.
I know, I was
but-
like, that
Yeah,
wasn't
maybe
quite
that's
right.
maybe that's
It's
a
the
personal
sequel.
thing. It might be a different thing.
Wasn't quite sure where to go with that one.
Yeah, we'll leave that in, even though we could edit that out, like just so that we have it. So, but anyways,
I think you just got 3 new beer names.
Yeah, there you go.
we had to like
The
we literally were
single,
trying
the
to.
double, and the triple. By the time you get to the triple, it's all
Making
the
love,
wrong
making
places.
love.
We literally just had a list of all of. We were trying to like how many of these Star Wars names we come up with, but you only get to use them like once a year. So, no disintegrations we actually put out around when the Mandalorian launched. And there's a line in, I think, Empire Strikes Back,
Yep.
where the Emperor says, he looks at Boba Fett and says, no disintegrations, but nobody knew what it meant. Then you play back into The Mandalorian, and like in the first couple episodes, like everything you watched was like, what is this? Like, what's the tie back? Like, why is this Jawa here? What are they doing? And like, the Jawa would like, they kind of tried to reference back to the no disintegrations, and I'm like, this is the right time. So,
It's a
Makes
great line. It's a really good line.
yeah, but the beer is great too. So we'll
As soon as I saw it,
we
I was
might be
like,
cracking it out of turn now in order
That's
for us to try up
fantastic.
to it. But
I have to be honest. I haven't really met a lot of black IPAs that I like. I'm
I
being
agree, sir.
completely
I
honest.
This is
I can't wait
perfect.
for you to try it.
Yes,
Yeah.
because
Really accept that challenge.
I was with you.
And I will
did
be
like the
honest.
Wookiee Jack back in the day.
Wookie Jack was
But then we went through that bad era of the Cascadian IPA.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
had a lot of bad Cascadian IPAs.
and they
in
got
my time.
almost over smoky, over roasted.
Yeah, it
a
just
lot of malt. Yeah, really a lot of malt.
they were just chewy,
Yep.
dark and chewy, and not like Chewbacca chewy.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
And if you overhop it too, it just takes a lot of that black flavor.
Well, it kind of like back to this. There's a fine line you're walking. It's got to be balanced.
Right.
Everything's got to work together. And I had a lot of ones that they weren't working together.
I really love
Now
the
we-
spike in that.
This is nice.
So
Crack.
unique.
This is nice.
Thank you.
It's just hanging out there. I'm really, absolutely loving it.
I like
That one's good.
the sweetness on the end makes me want to keep going back for more.
Yeah. You want to drink more?
Yep.
That's really nice.
All right,
really like
we're going
it.
out of turn then on this guy.
You open that.
I like just went out of realm here.
So we're gonna like riff a little bit in freeform tonight because I wanna poke your brains on a couple of these.
Oh yeah,
And if you have more to talk about what's going on with you guys, just jump right back in.
Okay, cool.
Looking at some of the quote unquote trends they're predicting for the upcoming year. One is, and I don't know if you guys have thought about this, maybe you're living it, I don't know, but with all the different climate change issues going on, moving away from some of the hops and yeast traditional production to more of a high-tech kind of like, have you seen any of these? Are you using any of them? For example,
the
like
cryos,
there's
the
now like
extracts?
concentrated liquid products for hop solutions, and there's a powder that they're making out of Sauvignon Blanc grape skins.
So I can't answer whether we are or not using
Right,
it
right, right.
specifically, but so
Or is it something you're
there's
thinking about?
There's a lot of that stuff going on in like schools like Cornell and stuff like that, where they're like actually trying to break down those pieces because there's a lot of crop issues, right? Like I was reading about one of the farms that like basically couldn't have rhizomes out this year. So like, but yes, there's like these people that are kind of blending them together. What we've seen that we liked last year was like there were these proprietary blends. So like we would get the blend of hops. It was already kind of picked together, but like you used that and made the beer.
Like the veterans blend.
The problem was you can't break it down, but like the veterans blend was great. We saw it kind of in other places, but I think you'll see some of them using that the right way.
And I think I asked you this before. Are you guys on a contract, or how are you getting your hops?
We do have contracts now, yeah. So as we've evolved,
as you're
we've learned
doubling
that-
your
yeah.
capacity.
Yeah, more than double.
There's just certain hops that we use so much of, like Citra and stuff like that. So Rick has now got those all in place, and it's good. You can trade those depending on who you're working with.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah,
another
yeah, yeah.
really important thing of the community is like
Sure.
between the yeasts and the hops and getting the right grain, working with like the Deer Creeks of the world. So
Did you get to do the trips out west? And
We
check
have
everything
not-
out?
we-
You didn't get to go?
we need
I
to
think
like.
that needs to be for 2022.
Yeah,
One of the things we have to do.
we got to staff up to get these trips in, man.
Yeah.
Like we haven't been in a camp where we've been able to walk away long enough.
And
to
I
do
think
that.
you should do it right. I really think when you go out there, you should create a video diary with some hosts to
Yeah, we
document
need you
your
guys.
trip.
We should do it like that.
Video.
That long, I forgot what the Ewan McGregor show was.
Oh, yeah.
Long way up or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
We could do it all in electric vehicles.
I was thinking
Yeah,
Zane
let's get
Lamprey.
motorcycles.
I was thinking Zane Lamprey myself. That's where I was headed. Drinking made easy? No?
We could rent
sheets?
like a 15-foot U-Haul and just all ride in the back.
Or we could do a cruise, like a craft cruise.
Are we trying to sneak into a different country, Tom?
No, just cheap transportation all the way out. It'll be a good time.
No, I don't think we've experimented with any of those new technologies yet, but we have done some cryo hops.
Yeah.
Had some
But,
of those.
when I read about it, and the more I was thinking about it, because you got a couple, unstoppable forces. You've got more and more breweries opening.
Yeah.
So there's more and more people buying that product.
Yeah.
You have
Droughts,
big
fire.
beer acquiring more smaller, but also taking bites out of that product.
Yeah.
So different consumer pressures, limited capacity. I mean, it's a tough one to juggle.
There's some crazy stuff going on with farming right now. Like she was telling me last night about Elon Musk's brother.
Urban farming. He's like growing biology inside of these like shipping containers, and he made these tomatoes from like 1970s Italy, the exact temperature, sunlight,
sweet is that?
moisture, to make this amazing like tomato. So I'm excited to see what happens with biofarming and urban farming, and it could get to that when you want these amazing, unique products that get flavor from the soil and the climate.
And you imagine these brewers are artists, right? Like when you can dial in that art and you know how to do that and you can get that consistency out of these types of hops and products, like it just becomes that much simpler to do.
Because the best restaurants have the best ingredients, right?
Right.
Right.
That's why we have our own truffle pig for the brewery.
Is his name
Yeah,
Skippy?
right.
You ever watched that Nicolas Cage movie? Yeah, it's just called Pig.
I've seen it 1,000 times, and I'm like, oh, Nick, what have you done?
No, it's actually it's pretty good.
That is one out of the 14 movies he made last year.
Right.
There was
Right.
one good one.
I'm still working my way through Bruce Willis's 27 movies he made last year.
Nothing from Nicolas Cage will ever beat the Saturday Night Live skit where Nicolas Cage interviews Nicolas Cage. Did you ever watch that?
No, it
Oh
sounds
my god,
amazing.
it's
You know
literally
he's
the
doing a
best.
new movie. His new movie is the unbearable weight of
Nicolas Cage.
what is it in the mix? The unbearable weight of immense talent, and he plays himself.
It's his,
Oh, really?
it's his hardest role.
So he's actually playing himself through
You're
the
right.
whole movie, but he's playing a
No, I should be
caricature
pouring these
of
things.
himself. He plays Nick Cage instead of Nicolas
Oh, yeah.
Cage.
All right, so we've got no disintegrations up next.
Yep.
We're calling it a black IPA.
Black IPA.
Oh, yeah.
Check that back label without your glasses. So if you were to pull it off the shelf, you can just look at it right there.
Zaka, Chinook, Cascade, Idaho 7 and Columbus, Two-Row, Rye, and DeBitter.
Now the challenge.
Oh, you got flavor profiles on the back of the can, too.
Yeah, we were trying to kind of sell the beer. If you haven't tried it before, beer is so subjective. You know, if you really like something that's like pineapple creamsicles, you're gonna know you like that beer because you like pineapple.
Did someone
flavor.
suggest food pairings for the label?
Yeah, you know, a couple people have suggested that. We haven't gone that far, but
Doritos and
Sushi.
Ritz crackers and sushi,
a steak goes with
goldfish
anything.
crackers.
pork belly.
Will you tell us? We were talking before we went on camera about the new labels compared to the old labels,
Yep.
and all the work behind that and why.
Yep.
Will you tell us about that?
Sure. So one thing that we wanted to try to do is focus more on the well-crafted brand, but still also highlight the beer. So you'll see a lot of consistency among these labels. Very similar front image, and then on the back it tells you a lot about the beer, the ABV. We also have a QR code hitting up to the Untappd ratings. Some people want to check Untappd before they buy something at the bottle shop, and
Risky move, but it's doing pretty good so far.
That's an awesome idea. I didn't even. Wow. Okay.
yeah, so
Very
that's
cool.
right there on the back, all the information about the beer, and then on the front, we really wanted to showcase the style, the ingredients. I mean, we're so ingredient focused. What hops are in there? If you know what kind of hops you love, you may be more prone to purchase
Is there another
one
one
style
that
over
from
another.
the new style?
This is another
Oh, there we
other
go.
ones.
So they're all similar. They stand out on the shelf together, but different colors. You can clearly see Imperial Stout versus IPA. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, this is like, these are some of our older labels, and what you'll see here, right, is that the well-crafted was under the case line. So when we started
You put
talking
it in
about it
the
last
case,
year,
you can't even see it's a well-crafted beer.
as we've, but these are things that
I
you grow,
never-
you
You learn,
mature
you
your way
grow.
through, right? Like whatever we sell here, they know, if they get to the bar, they know they're going to be sold based on what the bartender's going to tell them. We didn't have a bottle shop before COVID. We built a bottle shop because that was how we needed to sell in COVID. So now we have people walking in, but we also, those people don't always come down here. So, but they walk through the door that says well crafted. So once we started making cans, like, it was great. Like, we got out to the distributors and we're like, if you don't know who Well Crafted is and you don't know where our name is, like, you're literally looking at this and it's there. So like, we spent a while just making sure that we get it right.
What's important? What types of things do we want to have on the label?
But we had
And-
to, go good.
No, you go.
We had to keep character too, right? Like, so we had to take what we did with No Disintegrations before and still make sure that we had fun with it, because poor Nica makes labels all the time, and
Well, we wanted to make it look similar, like an ode. So there's two right there, where the old Vogue and the new Vogue. Maybe you can show them, Doug. So
Oh, yeah.
you can kind of still see it's the same color scheme. You know you like that style.
it was like an abnormal
Doug.
conversation for. We tried to have higher expectations, but we started out with low ones.
I sent you an email. I tried to prepare you.
I think all this is really compelling.
I do too.
I love the Untappd. Like, if I were to walk into a shop and pick this up and look at it, that's super easy for the general consumer to grab. Pennsylvania, I love the Pennsylvania. The barcode is in
It's a
Pennsylvania.
nice little detail. Yeah.
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 Made in PA, you know.
And
I never would have thought below the case.
I wouldn't think of that either. And
Don't tell everybody the secrets.
they all have a really nice commonality to the
Yes.
design.
Yeah.
It's it makes me very, very. I can see if I'm a well-crafted fan, I'm going to be able to pick this out on the shelf.
On the shelf.
But
and
also
they'll all
with,
be
like-
next to each other, hopefully.
Yeah, and with no disintegrations, you can see they played with the stars, and it's almost like you're looking through the cockpit of the Falcon.
Right. Yep.
Like it's
So the fun part's
That's the
still
way-
there.
Actually,
yeah.
if you get inside the can, that's what you see. From, like. So what do you guys think?
Yeah,
For-
what do you
for
think
the-
about the black IPA? We
I
gotta
like it.
know.
you got it. You can be honest about it.
No,
too.
I'll be honest with you. I like it. It is. It's not too.
It's not too
heavy-handed.
and this is a compliment. It's not too anything.
Yeah.
It's not spiking this way. It's not spiking this way. It's a nice, slightly hoppy, slightly malty rye.
Yeah, the rye in the back is the key right there.
No.
So, if you watch the show, he's only a lager man. In the mix is only going to drink the lagers. I think you're going to like this. I think this is worth a try. You should give this one a sip and tell us what you think about that one.
And we're currently experiencing about a 30% success rate when we get him to try
Should
non-lager.
let me go get one brought up for him real quick.
Oh, okay.
Get
Is
a
there any more in the
fresh
can? Or did we drink it all?
No, we drank it
killed it.
all. We
Killed
drank
it.
it all. Sorry.
That's something that In the Mix would love.
So this is really bothering me.
What?
Do you remember Elon Musk's brother's name?
No.
He's got a
because
really
it's
weird
a really
name.
weird name.
It's a super weird name.
Yeah, he
Leon?
also has a sister.
Did you say Leon?
Leon?
It's
No.
not an anagram. Get out of here.
It's even weirder.
Leave now. How dare
It
you?
was a guess.
How
I like
dare you?
that. I like that.
Don't you
Makes
win?
sense.
Stop anagramming.
Too much Wordle.
You're playing too much Wordle. Yeah. Dude, I played a game today. It's the music version of Wordle. It plays 2 seconds of a song, and you have to try and figure out what the song is.
That's like
seconds
a,
of the song.
Name that too.
that's
Okay, I
like
know.
our trivia night.
See, Tom doesn't like anything that's popular. If it's
Beatles.
popular, he hates it. Too much hype.
I've not gotten into the Wordle thing either yet.
I play Wordle every day.
I
I
probably
find it-
will because I'm a very addictive kind of person. Like once I get into a game, I gotta play it.
Unapologetically, I play every day.
I appreciate just literally my Facebook feed being filled with pictures of beer and Wordle. Like, but I'm trying to figure out. I figure if I like watch them enough, I'll be able to decode something.
Pretty soon, you need to create beer Wordle.
Birtle.
Birtle?
Birtle.
Birtle?
Well, there's Loodle, which is dirty word.
Dirty Wordle is hilarious.
Oh,
Then
really?
There's Dirtle, which is 2 Wordles at the same time with the same number of guesses.
And then there's a number Wordle.
Yeah.
And now there's a music
it's
Wordle.
insanity.
Oh, we got in the mix. Trying it.
Crazy.
Uh-oh.
We'll find out if it's in the 30%.
I don't know. Wait.
See, he came
Oh,
along.
Right.
there we go.
And I cannot lie.
He's not even on camera. Like,
There you go. No, he'll totally
Cheers,
be
thank
honest.
you.
Yeah, he will be. He doesn't hold any punches.
Because it's not too much anything. It's really well balanced. Doesn't spike in any direction.
it's.
In a great way.
I love drinking this beer. Like every time I go down to Capone's, Matt's like, "You guys got the black IPA yet?" I'm like, "It's coming." So we brew it a lot more than we used to, which is good. But
I'm surprised by that
Oh,
one. I'm
how long has it
surprised
been
I
around?
like it.
We've had it now for three
3
years.
years, however long the Mandalorian's been around for.
I gotta be honest with you. I'm amazed at selling.
So
I'm amazed at
A
selling
lot
because
of people say that to us. that-
when you see a black IPA on the menu, like the IPA bros are not into the black IPA.
It's a staff favorite though, so they help
Are they
push
mostly
it.
drinking it?
what's that? No.
Maybe, who knows?
No. We like there are bars that we sell this like straight through, and we sell a lot of the cans out here. Like again, our the people that come in here don't all like we're not the IPA shop, right?
No, I feel like the
we
people-
have really good IPAs,
Yeah.
and like people appreciate that, but they come in and they grab everything.
I feel
right?
like your crowd
Right.
likes to wander around the menu a little bit.
They do.
Yes,
We do
that's-
a lot
I
of
love the
flights.
menu for it.
Which is why I was so excited when I said 75% of the menu's different. Is a good thing for me. I like to wander around.
Experiment,
And that's
try new things.
like it's fun. Like I mean, we do some curated flights, but people go nuts. Like they end up when a guy came in the other day and like he told me, I bet him outside here, but like he told me he's like, I started with the Mystic Cow, I ended up in Notice Integrations. He didn't know that he was gonna like it. We closed out in Solon, and he was like, it was amazing. Like,
Good journey. That's a good. It
It's a
adds
good
up on
journey.
ABV. You know, that's a great journey.
but he comes in for the cacao, which we'll do later, and I don't know, like you go nuts. You just do whatever you want. And like these guys love brewing them. They don't like brewing the same stuff every day. Like this is one of the reasons that we love having Ambler around. It's like we can brew 10 barrels of hopmonger, and can that there, and then do more here with whatever we want to do.
Well, one thing I do want to talk about is our small batch stuff. So we've been experimenting with some small 1-kegger experimental things. We just had a Reese's peanut butter stout on for Valentine's Day. Before that, we had a nitro blonde Americano. We're doing
That would taste good.
Yeah, it's really
really
good.
nice and smooth, delicious. Right now we've got the Naked
Naked
Goes
Goes.
on, which is just like a typical Goes, no fruit.
Yeah.
Fruit.
They were like, what do we want to
additions
name it? He's like, Naked Goes. Like, because they didn't put the fruit in it yet.
Right.
So
Yeah,
they're
I mean,
like,
it's
but
got that
and like
salt.
people are coming in and they love it. So
Yeah.
Which is a challenging style. A Gose is a challenging style. It's not something that Joe beer drinker or Joe craft beer drinker tend to gravitate towards, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was
And
looking
even
over there,
know
like,
what it is.
How about the West Coast? Like how
We've
is there-
got like Forbin's one of my favorites. That's what I was drinking when we got here. But like we have people that come in like they same thing. They're like we haven't had a West Coast in a while. That's good. So
Yeah, that's good. That's
and like you're like oh cool great.
It's nice and bitter. You get that
Punchy and
pine
piney?
resonance
Yeah.
flavor.
I mean
But again, it's balanced. It's not so much. It's not like a Sierra Nevada where you just can't only drink only 3 sips, right? It's you can have a whole beer.
it was funny. I was down at Fingers, Wings, and other things having lunch the other day, and these guys were like going through the menu, and they're like, "Is this Pliny any good?" And I was like, "We're in a whole new world.
It's
like,
a whole different-
the craft beer
Wait a
scene has
second,
changed."
You're walking into a minefield right now.
And I'm like, "Yes.
What do
Why?
I
Like,
say?
do
What
not
do I
ask that
say?"
question.
This guy's anti-Pliny.
You're
I am
what?
not. He's totally wrong. He's making that up. He's a liar.
What? All right. What about Hop
I
Slam?
am not.
He's anti-Pliny.
Oh,
I am not. I'm 100% not anti-Pliny.
Okay.
I've invited him out 4
Pliny-
times to drink Pliny. He hasn't shown up once.
Pliny absolutely deserves the accolades it gets. It was the OG, and it's an amazing beer, and it is still super well crafted. I am not going to go wait in line for hours to drink 1 glass of Pliny before the keg kicks.
But that doesn't happen anymore. That's how you know things. Well, it depends
That's
on
what
where
happened
you
to
go.
him the other day.
No,
Where-
it
where
didn't.
did
I
you-
walked right into railroad and I got a pint.
Yeah, this is, and then Fingers, Wings, and other things. Like I just walk in and I get it. Like
Right.
you've got your craft places that are still doing that, where like you go in and you got your Bourbon
The only
County
effort
days.
required is
but-
that when you see it's being tapped, because they're only sending sixples out to places, you got to get
One
there
day
or
to
it's
get
gone.
there. Yeah.
Right.
It's like we used to have our moms and dads line up with minivans in New York to get Hop Slam up there, like because we couldn't get it as fast down here. Now you can walk in and get it, like and it's like
How did Fingers, Wings, and things get Pliny?
I don't know.
Great question.
Because they
It's
have the
everywhere.
amazing
They actually
food. They have an
great
amazing
tap
tap
list
list.
over
I've never
there.
been.
So just put a plug in. You guys should get us on tap.
What?
over there.
Right. Absolutely. Get them on tap.
I used to take a personal day to go to Shangy's to grab one
yeah.
case of Hop Slam.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
now it's in Giant.
Yeah.
Now it's but it's still
Get in
just
there.
as good. And you have it, and you're like, this is why I did craft beer, right? Like these are the
Delicious.
things that we try to figure out. So, but before been like, that's just like we just wanted to go to like really good West Coast IPA, and like that's what we
Colonel
got.
Forbin is named after our brewer's dog, who unfortunately passed away. But he loved hiking in the woods, and it's a nice.
Was the
little
dog's
memory.
name Colonel Forbin?
His name is Forbin.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's a nice memory to think about, like hiking in the woods with your best pal.
It's also a cool label because it's
Drinking
got
a beer.
it's from a fish song too. And if you ever get into the labels, like the labels have all these little like things inside of them. So
Where's Waldo?
Forbin's got a Osla. I don't know. There's all kinds of things.
Don't give it away.
You guys should have a search
Yeah,
through the
listen to the
label
song,
for it. Listen to
drink
the song,
the
drink the
beer.
beer.
Even on the new label, though?
Yeah.
On the new label
Okay.
too. New
Yeah.
label's coming out. We haven't done the new label yet, but that one's coming out soon.
So
So you
Not
had
every
mentioned
beer
something.
is a song or a movie. Not every beer is.
Lot.
They all have a
They're
story.
fun. Yeah.
like Tom Bombadil.
You had mentioned something a while back, and I never hit on it. Did you manage to keep all the employees from Ambler?
Yeah.
So they're all staying on and helping out till
That's
you're
amazing.
up and running.
This was a huge part of like as we went through this process was to make sure like we made sure everybody was there. Like I mean this is a fun move, like a thing that we're all trying to do together. Like we didn't want to go in there. So Sean, he's gonna run the place over there. He was running it before, like he was our manager
Manager
before,
there. He's gonna be our
and
manager.
the other employees are all on. So we got Malcolm and Nicole and we got Rob. So and
amazing.
you know we'll add to the list and the roster. Like we're gonna put some bar backs on. You know. And
Wonder
Twin
Twin
staff
Powers
up.
activated.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like when you
Yeah.
said that, I thought I was like, wow, I want to make sure that I heard that correctly. That's
Yeah,
very
these
cool.
these are the things that we're like tuning, right? Like table service, right? Like a lot of I'll ask you guys this because you guys go to a lot of breweries. What's your preference? Do you like to be able to sit at a table and have somebody come to you, or do you like going up to get it at the bar?
I like 2 distinct zones.
Okay, all
I
right.
like the table zone sometimes. I like the bar zone
and the bar.
sometimes.
Yeah, that's we roll that. Like this is, and those are the things we're trying to toy with.
I like the option of choosing which experience I want to have.
Yep.
That's me personally.
I like to be able to say, I'm sorry, I don't want to bother you too much. Like I know you're super busy, so if you stop by in like half an hour, I'll let you know. But like I don't want to take a server's time. They're super busy.
Oh yeah, no.
So I'll be like, oh no, I'm gonna move slow. So just take your time.
That's all. You train that in. Like like you get some really good people out there. But yeah, that's the stuff where like as we move things around, we're just trying to figure out how do we get. We used to have 3-4 bartenders behind the bar here, and like we've slowly moved and like balanced out. Like we got a bar back, right? And the bar back on a Friday, Saturday. And their job is to make sure those guys are taken care of. Now the bartender's gonna be machines. And
They're cleaning
like,
glasses.
that,
Boom,
yeah,
boom, boom,
you don't want to
boom.
stop in the middle of pouring beers for everybody and have to clean all the glassware. Like so, you get that stuff set up. So, but yeah, the Ambler crew's staying on. We're giving them some extra blood in the game, like to help out with it, and we're pumped. So
We're excited to expand the hours a little bit.
And
slowly, we're going to start on the weekends and then add weekdays as we go.
And then you guys mentioned that Ambler has the equivalent of like First Fridays.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's called Food Truck Fridays, and we're gonna get several food trucks, a couple breweries, some vendors, music, all outside. It's gonna be incredible. Right downtown.
I think your menu here with a couple tweaks lends itself really nicely to a well-crafted food truck.
I like your ideas.
Really,
been
it's not
thinking.
too far of a jump.
Yeah,
We
Something on
should
the
do
radar
a
for sure.
low expectation yard event of some sort
do
over
it.
there.
Yeah, that'd be
Let's
amazing.
We
do
would
it.
absolutely do that.
We could kill that, man.
Yeah,
Now, luckily,
charts and
Ambler
pony
Yards-
rides.
Amber
Yeah.
Yards has been doing this
Ooh.
Food Truck
Pony
Friday
rides.
for
What was the? Do you guys
Tom
watch
still has his
Letterkenny?
pony costume from the last event.
Do you watch Letterkenny?
the inflatable one.
Was it the softest birthday party ever? It's like I want that for when I'm 50. I just want to have like the softest birthday party ever. Like,
We could totally do that. Yep.
all right, I need to
The
either.
softest soft opening ever.
I got like a couple of days to find a pony then.